Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome to Shen Plays. I'm your host, Shenra, and today we are playing as Scandinavia here in Europa Universalis 4. Closing in on the end of the game here. There's only 4 years to go. Well, 3.5. And that'll be it. There's no way we could be able to annex Bavaria by then, even though we're ready to start the annexation. It would still take too long. And the USA is also not going to finish, even though we started a long-ass time ago. It's going to finish September of 1821. That's too late. It's just too late. When our king came of age, it dropped our legitimacy down to 50, and that is kind of what's slowing us down with the annexation process. Well, that and there's no freaking statesman available. With no statesman available, it means our reputation is decently low. If we had a statesman, we'd be annexing really quick. Oh well, what are you going to do? We just finished up a war with the Holy Romans where we gave a whole bunch more land back to our vassal Bavaria. So everything is looking very, very good. I am pleased. The Shen is pleased. France hates us. Britain is terrified of us. Holland likes us and is terrified of us. Hungary likes us and is terrified of us. Let's just keep relations high with all of our allies. All of our very few allies. When can we get our alliance back with Holland again? I think 1819? 1819, September. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. France is plotting against us. Whatever. We almost care. We have a colonist now and he can't do anything. Our colonial range is amazing, but there's no more colonies to get. Except those two, which Spain should have done a long time ago, and these few in Africa, which no one's ever going to do. But that's fine. I was poking around between episodes there, trying to see if there's anyone small enough to vassalize, but not really. Trinacria is actually pretty close. 44 out of 56. With a statesman, that might turn in our favor. It's possible. Because trust is at +10 and trust will go up to, I think it stops at +20. So with that and a statesman, we would definitely be able to vassalize these guys. But it won't happen before the end of the game. It's just too bad. Disputed succession in Brazil. Really? Aren't you guys kind of far away? Why are you even telling me about this if it's so far away? I don't know. Oh, we got discovered in France. Go back to sabotaging them. Fuck you, France. I sabotage you all day long. Who do we have as our people right now? We have, let's see, the Holy Romans, Brandenburg, and Lower Lorraine. Can we declare war anymore? I don't think we can. We can declare on Brandenburg. He got his alliance back with France already. That didn't take you very long, did it? We don't have anything on Lower Lorraine anymore, do we? No. I should have kept a border with them. Oh well. Wait, don't we border Mainz? No, we don't border Mainz. Damn. Ah, tech. Good. Are we ahead? 2 years ahead. I'll just hold on to the points. We'll tech up when the time is right. And it's almost time to tech up the military as well. This will be the very last military tech, won't it? Yeah. Tech level 32. Cool. So discontent. Whatever. Who cares about so discontent? It'd be cool if you could use your colonist for something else. If you're not colonizing. Like if you could use him to slowly spread your culture. Like if you could send a colonist to Silistria or whatever and have him spend his time there slowly converting culture. That'd be fantastic. I would love that. Okay, we maxed relations with Hungary? Yeah. Okay, Holland. Let's get relations back up with Holland. Although they are pretty good, and we'll be at 200 as soon as we ally with them again, but Statesman? Statesman! Oh my god, there's finally a statesman available. Yay! Now we're actually going to annex them this year, October. God, the statesman makes so much difference. We're going to finish this year. Oh, thank you, statesman. Our army reformer died. Who cares? Get me more morale. Oh my god, having a statesman is amazing. Yeah, if we can get our trust to go a little higher, we'll definitely be able to vassalize these guys. Damn it. It just won't happen in time. The game will be over. Yeah, you know what? We're so close to the end. Just tech up. Who cares? So we now have military tech 32, diplotech 32. We can use our points on whatever we want. Military leaders, naval leaders, buildings. Integrating the USA. All right. Goodbye, USA. Ah, Holy War on the Aztec. Lol. The Aztec lead a personal union over the Shawnee. Really? When did that happen? Why doesn't it say when it started? It really should. Ah, 9 years ago. Interesting. Oh, I'm so tempted just to go after these clowns. Just to try to vassalize them, but it doesn't matter. Convert all this stuff. Oh, I bet they gave us a bunch of ships and troops, didn't they? Yeah, well, we'll hold on to the troops. Just hunt rebels. The ships, though. 10 transports. Oh, actually, that's not that bad. Let me split you into different groups. And we'll take you. Transports go to Ostpreußen, and the heavy ships come to, yeah, just go chill over there. God, that statesman. We could have had that statesman so long ago. Probably would have been able to vassalize these guys. But trust takes a long time to build. I think the problem with our trust right now is we had occasionally we had wars against them. Not of our own decision, but it just kind of happened. Okay, well we have 3 Diplos right now. Let's go back to infiltrating administration. How do you do? Do you guys need some kisses? Yeah, give Portugal some kisses. And we have another diplomat. Conquer Ratibor. Yeah, good luck with that. He has a mission to conquer Ratibor. Get our alliance back. Holland, you're my bitch. Stability increase. Our decision to give more power to local magnates has ensured that people of importance feel good about our government. Cool. Free stability. And kill the rebels, please. Kill the rebels. Kill the rebels. Kill the rebels. Clementine. If I wait till they have babies. Kill the rebels. Clementine. I keep getting discovered over here, but it just don't matter, does it? Did I take them off my shit list? Oh, that's why we're getting discovered. I took them off my shit list. Oops. There. Convert. Family secret? Whatever. Tech up. Hungary is requesting their aid. The Faranese reconquest of Brescia against Ferrara. It's a defensive war. Need to help out our ally. Ferrara is allied with France, Brandenburg, Spain, blah, 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 blah. Lombardy. Ooh. Of course we'll join. And we did not become the war leader because, I don't know. Apparently we're not big enough to be the war leader. But we have Britain on our side, and Brandenburg, Bavaria, Holland, Lombardy. So I don't really have to do it. I'm not even going to lift a finger. Turn that off. Oh no, we're under attack in the Aegean Sea. Oh, whew, thank goodness we won. Oh, goodness. Repair relations with the Golden Horde. Nah. France has joined. Oh no, but they're not even the war leader. We may not negotiate a separate peace with France because we are both lesser partners in the war. Whatever. Cool. Alright, let's save. And that's that. Excellent. So we finished all of our ideas. We went through trade, religious, quality, expansion, economic, defensive, offensive, and espionage. We have lots of stability, lots of prestige. We're Western. We got almost all the techs. We didn't get the last admin tech, but who cares? We have huge navy, huge army, second largest in both, most provinces, highest value, second highest income, second highest trade income. Excellent. Good job, Scandinavia. Now before we hop out, let's go back in real quick and check out some of the map modes, see how things wound up in the rest of the world. Because we know what Europe looks like, we know what North America looks like, but what about South America and Asia and Africa and India and Oceania? All those places, right? No, not the autosave. That will just bring up the end screen. You got to do the one before the autosave will bring up the end screen. Do the one before the autosave. There we go. Alright, so this game was imported from CK2. We loaded CK2 in 1337, and instead of playing CK2, we exported the map because, I don't know, it looks pretty good. And that was the latest date that you can start in CK2. And the map actually looked pretty good. So we played with Sweden, who had a decent beginning here in EU4 based off that map. The HRE was led by Bavaria. So Bavaria wind up getting cores on everything in the HRE because they were the emperor at the start of the game. That seems a little weird, but I don't know. That's just the way the exporting game from CK2 works. So getting them as our vassal, I wanted to do that a long time ago, like 300 years ago. But we never really had the opportunity to do it. There was one chance we had to get it, and while we were working on it, we had to get our relations up. While we were working on getting our relations up, someone in some other completely unrelated war wound up giving land to Bavaria. Bavaria wasn't even in the war, but because they were the emperor at the start of the game, they had cores on everything. It was always an option in the peace deal, so that could have happened during any war in the HRE. Anyone could have forced someone else to give land to Bohemia just because they have cores there. So that wound up happening while we were trying to vassalize them, and it meant that we were never really able to vassalize them because it made them too big. And then, of course, when we got bigger, eventually they did vassalize, but it just took too long. Or else we would have owned pretty much all of Central Europe. We would have been right up here on France's border if we had been able to get them as our vassal early on. But, oh well, it's okay. Everything turned out just fine. We used the vassalization strategy very effectively down here with Dulkadur and Byzantium. And, of course, Ukraine was an amazingly good vassal. Scotland, that strategy, I'm so happy the way the Scotland strategy worked out. We released Scotland as a one-province minor over here in Western Isles as our vassal, and we used them to go get all of their cores over here from Britain. That is just so much land that we got from that one vassal there. That was great, and it was a released vassal. Same thing over here. There was Vladimir, who was a personal union bitch under the Golden Horde. We forced them to break the personal union by making the Golden Horde have negative prestige, and then eventually we went in there, vassalized them, and took land for them, and blah, blah, and annexed them. We couldn't really go through the Golden Horde. If we had gone this way, if we had focused from the very, very, very beginning of this campaign, we could have gone this way and just taken these northern 3 provinces. Well, I guess not just those 3. We had to take all of this stuff. But yeah, we could have taken just these northern, like, 7 or 8 provinces, and then we could have colonized all of Asia over here with no one competing with us. Spain didn't get over here until when? 1668. So, I mean, that's such a long time into the game. We could have colonized all the way out to there, probably before Spain even got there. But instead, we decided to go south, get Byzantium, and do all that. Because this land down here is very valuable. And the trade node is close to home. So, I don't know. I guess that works too. But there was another strategy that could have taken us all the way over through Siberia. That was another way to go. But we didn't, and instead we went to North America, and I had that weird idea of getting the Aztecs as a vassal and then go reconquering all their land from the Inca. I would have loved to do that. If this game had continued onward from here, maybe another 50, 75 years, we probably could have done that. Could have gone on like 7 or 8 wars against the Inca and given most of the Aztec land back to them. Because we now border the Aztecs. We have CBs all over them. They're probably small enough to vassalize. They only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They have 6 provinces. Okay, maybe not small enough to vassalize. We probably have to knock them in half and then vassalize them in 2 wars. But then we could go to war with the Inca and do all this stuff. But anyway, that didn't happen, but a lot of good things did happen, so it's okay. We did wind up in that personal union underneath Portugal. That was embarrassing. But, what are you going to do? We also broke out of it, and that dynasty still lives on. That dynasty still lives on in Britain. And look at this. And the Holy Roman Empire. The Holy Romans and Britain are both Bialbo. And that's the dynasty that we started this campaign with. We spread that dynasty to Portugal. And then Portugal spread that dynasty to Britain. And then Britain spread the dynasty to Austria. So the Bialbo dynasty still lives on. They're not doing bad at all. Anyway, let's go through some of the map modes. The Empire does not exist, and when the Empire does not exist, Wasteland becomes the Empire for some reason. Religion. This is probably the most important one that I like to watch. We have converted pretty much all of our lands. We're missing this one, Aleppo, but we're converting it, and he's actually almost done. He's at 99.6%, so he'll finish tomorrow, essentially. But we didn't get there in time, and Shirvan? No, that's not ours. Is that the only province? I think it is. No, there's... Oh, that's right, North America, right. The USA was Catholic. But yeah, we had the USA as a vassal. They're Catholic. So, whatever. The New World, very Protestant, except, of course, the Inca and the Aztec. I don't know how the Inca never converted this shit. They owned this shit for so long, and they haven't converted almost any of it. They're just lazy. Portugal and Spain have very much fallen to Protestants and Reformed. I'm not sure why. Even Portugal's capital is Protestant. Britain's Protestant. France is Reformed, but they do have some Protestant provinces and a lot of Catholic provinces as well. Italy, for the most part, has stayed Catholic. Good for them. Brandenburg is Catholic. Is this Lower Lorraine? Yeah, Lower Lorraine is Catholic. But yeah, for the most part, by and large, the Reformation and the Protestantism did take over in Europe. Sunni, everywhere the Golden Horde went. Africa, very, very Sunni. There's a little bit of Catholic and Reformed and Protestant where the colonization was done, obviously. No one ever came over here to beat up on Baris. Consider them like the Mamluks. No one ever came up to beat on them or Swahili, the Walashmas. I'm surprised by that. Holland came down here and colonized, but they never actually attacked Mutapa. And it's like, why not? Why not go for these weak targets and take their stuff? I don't know. They just didn't do it. India, Vijayanagar, for a long, long time, they had all the provinces they needed to form Hindustan. They just never did it. And then eventually Britain came along and took Ceylon and Malabar. Portugal came in and took Bengal. So, I mean, eventually they were unable to form it just because people came in and conquered them. But I don't know why they never formed Hindustan. They certainly wound up in a decent situation. They have good prestige, good stability. They're taking in ideas. They're kicking everyone's ass. They haven't westernized, but no one ever westernizes. The AI never westernizes in this game. But, I mean, they dominated India. And Assam was a big power over here in the east. They're Hindu, right? Yeah, they're Hindu. Assam was a big power in the east until Portugal came in and took some of their valuable provinces. But they're still powerful. Ming fell apart, as they usually do. The Zhou got the south and Qing got the north. This is very common, these two becoming powerful instead of the Ming. Ayutthaya is still around, good for them. Champa is still around. Dai Viet doing okay. Pegu has conquered quite a lot. Look at Pegu, wow. I don't think I've ever seen Pegu do anything. It's interesting. Brunei has stayed to their island and they're surviving. They're not amazing. Their prestige sucks, but there they are. No one has bothered them. There's no hostile cores on them, so it looks like they were never really conquered. They have claims, but no one's ever conquered them. And they've probably never conquered anyone else either. Makassar is still around, that one province that they always have. The Inca have colonized a lot of this area. Holland has some as well. Portugal got south. New Zealand, the Inca got the north. And Portugal, it looks like it was a little bit of a race to pick up all the small little islands here. Yeah, Portugal's getting some. Japan took a little bit of Korea, and they actually colonized Hokkaido. Look at Japan up here colonizing. Yeah, expansion ideas too. So that gives them a little bit of colonizing. Good for them. Holland got some of Siberia, including Kamchatka, but Spain got the most part because, well, they were just the first ones to go there. And they had good range because they were colonizing everywhere. You have to colonize a little bit and then core it, and then colonize a little bit further and then core it. Colonize a little bit further and then core it. But the Inca, they start out in such a good situation. Man, they really got everywhere. I'm kind of surprised the Inca don't focus on colonizing their own continents. They don't seem to care about their own continents, even though they would get a lot more taxes and production value from their own continents. They don't seem to care. They always just spread out and go for the Pacific, and they go for North America too. But oh well, it's not a bad thing. It's nice to see the AI doing something with a situation where it's a good economy that they have there with all that gold, Incan gold. But yeah, that was it. Let's take a look around. Anything else? Cultures? Well, the cultures never really shifted. Swedish never really went anywhere. We did force it down the throats of Constantinople, Macedonia, and Thessaly. We forced it a couple places just because it was high base tax. And if it's high base tax, you might as well, like Krakow and Warsaw. You might as well force it if you have extra points just lying around. And we did. We were so far ahead in Diplotech that we had just points out the ass. And if that's the case, you might as well force convert some stuff. Anything that has high base tax. Even England was converting stuff. Look, England converted Normandy and Gascony and Navarra. They converted all this. This is English culture now, thanks to Britain. And yeah, that's that. Revolt risk, who cares? Technology, well, we're all about the same, I think. 31, 32, 32, 31, 32, 31, 31, 32, 32. And we're all about the same. Yeah. What about the Inca? Same thing. 32, 32, 31. It's all about the same. But yeah, that is that. Thank you guys for joining me. I have been Shen. You have been you. This has been the Sweden campaign on a converted Crusader Kings 2 map. And I'll see you guys in another Let's Play. Have a good day.